What's happening?
Okay, it's on.
All right, and we're live, and we're going to try this again. Here we go. All right. And so we come to the tale of proud Osgiliath. Founded over 3,000 years ago, it was a city of beauty and ingenuity. Straddling the banks of the great Anduin River, Osgiliath's bridges ran over running waters, and its towers rose high into the sky, and, should it ever rise again, protected the west from the shadow. For in those years, the Dark Lord Sauron was overthrown, and for many generations, there was peace. Osgiliath grew, and so did its majesty. The dome of stars rose from the river, a colossal tribute to the ingenuity of the West. But such times do not last, and darkness again crept into Middle-earth. Amidst many small wars, always sowing the seeds of dismay and distrust, Sauron again gathered his armies to him. Orcs and goblins of the mountains, trolls, great bats, and other terrors of the night joined him, and they multiplied. A great plague overtook Osgiliath, decimating its population and hastening its decline. The final blow came in 2475 of the Third Age, with mighty Uruk-hai of Mordor overran and captured the eastern part of the city. Now, over 500 years later, the valiant people of Gondor mean to take it back. It's an hour before dawn, and your breathing comes ragged. You run and you ramble and scrape and claw. Uphill and down dale you go, heart heaving and sweat pooling under your helms. Now and again you hear an orcish yell or a cackle. More often than not, it's followed by a fast zip as arrows fly overhead. You have spent the night on orders of Lord Faramir gathering intelligence. For Boromir, Faramir's brother, has planned a grand offensive. He plans to take back eastern Osgiliath and has recruited your help. You spent the night mapping the rear ranks of the enemy and have important news to relay to the brothers. But a short time ago, you were spotted by a patrol. Now, you race for your lives, pursued by the enemies, back to the riverbank where your small boat and escape await. All right, so scene opens kind of in media res. You guys are scrambling down this hill, down to your little boat. It's almost dawn, but not quite yet. And behind you, goblins are screaming and cackling. And every once in a while, you hear the zip, 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 zip. And like these arrows kind of clank in front of you, these misaimed arrows. So we're going to start right away with a little bit of combat. Unless you want to RP first. Does anybody have any questions about the setting or whatever? Set up?
No.
Doing it right now.
Nope.
They got it.
All right, so these things are coming down at you. So the first thing we do, guys, when we want to start combat is everybody, what I want you to do is roll battle. So the way that works is you click your token, and if you see number 6, it says skills in progress. You can go down to battle and just make the roll. All right, we're going to go from right to left. So Selwyn, what'd you get?
I got a 15.
Great, so that's a great success. So the way that works is during this confrontation, you will get 2 extra D6s to throw in anytime you want.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead See where it says bonus die? There's a little macro up there.
Where is that?
It's number 5 on the macro
Oh.
bar. So you give yourself 2 bonus die.
Okay.
And Hallam,
I got a 16.
you also rolled a great success, so give yourself 2.
All right.
And Dob, 1.
Yep.
Remy, you rolled 1 success, so give yourself 1 bonus die.
All right.
And I'm going to roll Losterians. Success, he gets 1. Okay, so Remy, what'd you roll, bud? 17?
Yeah, 17.
Yep, so you give yourself 1 bonus die as well. You guys are doing well. All right, so in this combat, there's not going to be a volley round since you guys are running, okay? So what I want everybody to do now to see who gets to go first is each of you make an athletics check. Dob succeeds. I think some of you failed that, right?
Yes, two of us
Yeah.
did.
Okay. So that means basically it's an all or nothing type of picture. And so as you scramble away, the orcs are too many. You start to slow down a little bit as you come into the clearing, as you search for the boat that's moored in the water. You're just praying for the light to crest the horizon in the east, but unfortunately it's still dark, and these orcs are careening down upon you. All right, so the next step in the battle sequence is to select your stance. Now there are 4 different stances you can choose, okay? The most aggressive stance is called forward. The behind that is a stance called open. Then after that is defensive, and after that is rearward, which is a ranged combat. Now, the more aggressive you are, the easier you are to hit, but also the easier it is to hit your opponent. Okay. Now, there's also some special abilities that come with each stance, and we can get to those whenever, if you have questions. All right. TV, you just let me know when you're back on. Until then, I'm going to play your character.
Alright, so I'm gonna go open to start.
Losterian is going to go open as well.
So it's Hallam.
Hallam.
Yep.
Remy.
I'm gonna go rearward.
Okay. Perfect. And Selwyn.
I'm gonna go open.
Okay, so select it. Alright. Just going to kind of arrange your tokens here. Now, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to go, from this way, working downwards. So the way, after all that preliminary stuff is set up, the GM typically will assign combatants. Okay. Selwyn, short straw. So you slow down for a second and you spin around, draw your weapons, and first thing you see is these orcs crashing down the embankment here. Stop there! I'm gonna gut you like a fish. And the first one comes in and crashes into Losterian, and they exchange blows. Ooh, Great success. Not good. So Losterian.
Can you hear me?
Yep. You there, TD? Is that TD?
Yes.
All right. You just took 7 damage from Gosh the Orc. So you can adjust that on your sheet. All right. Next up is Dob. Old Dauber.
Get him out.
Miss. Thimble. Misses Thimble. Archer shoots at Remy. Other archer shoots at Remy.
Yes.
Ooh.
Probably. 12
hits
plus.
him.
Yeah.
So 6 damage there, Remy.
Alright. That's a red one, right?
Yeah, just change it on your sheet. I'll keep track of the bubbles. Yeah, you guys always, the bubbles are kind of from my information.
Gotcha.
All right, so that's the bad guys. Now you guys are up, and it kind of goes in the same order. It goes from most forward stance, so the most aggressive, rearward.
Okay.
So TD, are you around?
Yes, sir.
What you doing?
Attacking Gash here.
All right, so he's locked in battle with you. You just took a pretty grievous cut from his blade. Old Gash is feeling overconfident. He leans forward. You can smell his breath. It smells like rotten fish, just right in your face. Come on. Let's see what you got. Basically,
Are the
select your
macros
character,
work?
and there's a macro at the top.
Yeah. What it seems to be not working.
You have to click the macro and then click your target.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit. So 7 damage. That guy's dead. You killed him. All right, Dauber.
Just two-handing my long sword and yelling at everybody else. Don't waste too much time with these. Cut these ones down, then back to the boat. And go ahead and rally comrades as well. So let's see. It's inspire. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Inspire or song.
definitely inspire.
Whoa.
So inspiring.
It's
Yeah.
pretty inspiring.
So everybody, if you've been hit and you have damage, you get 4 damage back.
Is it 4?
For great success.
Really?
Good job.
And then let's see if we can smash him as well.
Who else?
7. 7 on him.
Yeah, that's 7. That is a kill. So old Brook's going down.
Ooh.
Brook! Ah! All right. Halem. Now you can attack wherever you want, since you kind of outnumber them at this point.
Alright. So I'll just go up to one of the archers then. Well, I'll leave the other one for them.
Yeah, since you outnumber them 2 to 1. Yeah, they can't be in rear anymore. So you can charge them if you want.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Those grievous weapons are insane.
Yeah, they
Crushing
are.
Damn.
Damn. Starting easy, easing you in. All right, Selwyn.
I will jab Thimble with my spear. So just click spear right, and then click on him.
Mm-hmm.
Edge.
Yep. Yep, you did hit edge. So that does 5 damage.
Oh.
But then he has to pass a protection roll. So let's see what he gets.
Dead.
13. What's your edge on your
Injury's
weapon?
14. He's
14.
dead.
So you add
Where's the edge? Sorry.
It's in the data box
Yeah.
there.
He has to.
Oh,
Yeah.
where's
So you
the
met.
edge?
If you meet that number on your feat die, which is the Gandalf die, the D12 in the first die, then
Mhm.
you penetrate his armor and he forced the protection roll, and then he has to beat the injury rating right below it, and he did not.
Okay, yeah, so it's 9.
Yep, edge of 9,
Yes.
and then injury of 14.
So that's why the spears are decent, because you can do a quote unquote crit if you roll 9 or above on your feat die.
Mm.
That's better
So-
than most systems.
Yeah. So Remy, you're up.
All right, looking for the other green skin there in the trees.
Racist.
About ready to turn tail, seeing what's going on.
Let's see if I can stop that.
I'll fucking say.
Boom. That kills him. He sees all of his comrades get mowed down, and like he gets sprayed by black blood, and he turns around and he's like, "Run, flee for your lives, bright eyes!" And just an arrow just sprouts from the back of the skull, and he falls down dead.
Not today.
Into the boat! Hurry!
So you guys run down towards the boat, and as you do so, you can just hear just cackles and more cackles, and you hear just dozens and dozens of running feet, and the first of perhaps many other orcs emerge over here on this side of the bush. So everybody make an athletics check to run across the field.
Alright.
Dob gets on the
Uh-oh.
boat. Remy,
Holy shit, it's a triple
Oh, no.
one.
Oh, Remy.
Oh!
Oh
This is
no.
not good.
Double trip and fall.
Losteria, Remy, who else failed?
No
Anybody
one.
else?
That's it, I think.
He tripped over me.
Oh, I ain't leaving them if they ain't
So
making
you guys
it.
are
Yeah.
you guys are slow getting to the boat, and they run up behind you and start hacking at you, take an automatic attack. There you go. Do you want to change your stances or no?
I can't be wayward now, can I?
No.
Defensive. No defensive.
And Losterian. TD.
He wouldn't change his stance.
He's going to stay the same. Okay, so he's going to attack you first then. Spear.
Ooh,
He
barely.
misses. The other one comes at Remy with his spear. They both miss. You can either run, try to get onto the boat, or try to retaliate.
Any order?
It's going to go most forward first, so Losterian first.
Okay, going to attack at Zerk.
All right. The hashtag thwack. It's weird how that happens, because if I delete the text and just repaste it in, it typically works. It's odd.
Yeah, we had that problem when we were doing that that prelude as well.
Mhm. So that's 7 damage with your Grievous Spear. That kills old Xeric. So you impale him, black blood squirts into your face, and what does Remy do?
Oh.
He has a sword he could whip out, I guess. or you could just run.
Yeah, no. Now, you move and attack in this one, or is this you do one or
yeah,
the
you don't
other?
have to move. You just attack.
Okay, because I was gonna move to the boat, and if I could cover him, but to the boat.
Yeah, you can do like RP wise a fighting attack.
All right.
Okay. Lostirian athletics.
Sorry, what was that?
Athletics.
Why do you curse me?
Not
So
very
Bimble,
athletic.
you're trying to get on the boat. Your comrades are kind of like getting the oars ready to go, and Bimble grabs you by the collar and tries to get a spear and dig it up into you, in between your ribs. You sideslip him though and miss.
Get off me, you filthy orc.
And you can return attack.
Is he a goblin?
Yeah.
They're all greenskins. Jesus Christ. Just get him out of the way now.
That was pretty good. That was. What are you talking about?
You miss. He rolls the eye again. So he's going to make a called shot attack, okay? So called shot, it misses unless Bimble rolls a great success, it's an automatic miss. All right.
But
Oh,
he
Oh
did
my
it.
god.
As if on cue.
Yeah.
Oh,
Real cute. Real cute.
All right, so Lostirian rolls protection. There should be a macro called protection. It's number 3.
Good.
And he passes. His armor saves him. Some of these guys are pretty heavily armored. So Bimble is like, I'm going to spill your blood into this great river, you filthy rat. And he tries to thrust his spear up in between Lostirian's ribs, but it only meets his mail, and the blade of the spear breaks, chink, and falls off, and Bimble's kind of dismayed. All right, what are you going to do now? Are you going to continue to fight or just get on the boat? There's
Oh no.
What's that?
Oh no. I'm going for him.
oh.
Edge.
Yeah, that kills him. So you kill
Filth.
him.
Filthy goblins.
He falls, and as soon as he does that, the horizon over here just fills with just. It's almost like in Indiana Jones, the Raiders of the Lost Ark, where the natives are chasing them. They just crest the hill and start to run down towards you.
Get in the boat.
I think we've overstayed our welcome, boys.
Makes you say that, Lostirian? You're the fattest and slowest Gondorian I've ever seen. Get in the boat!
So as
Words
you
are not very kind.
push the boat off into the river, you can feel the current catch you, and you start to row for your lives, and the water is splashing up into the boat, and you're finally catching your breath as you do so over the eastern horizon. You can see the orcs all standing there, kind of shaking their spears at you, cursing and muttering and swearing your name. And as that happens, the sun begins to rise in the east, and they all kind of scatter back into the holes that they came from. So that was just a first little combat session, just so you can kind of get a flavor for how that works. It's pretty simple. If you play frequently, it goes really, really fast. But you can see that even the mooks, even the guys that you think will not be that dangerous, have the potential to do some damage.
And the eye is ever present.
All 4 of
bad
them
things
reach this
happen when you
roll.
roll the eye. Yeah. Okay. As you return back over the water, the sun is rising in the east. The ruins of Osgiliath, torn and shattered by years of war, look around you to be cast in blue shadows in the pale morning light. Fresh from battle, you pick your way across the pocked landscape and eventually come to a set of stairs. This is obviously after you've crossed the river back. There are others nearby now. Messengers go about on their errands. Guards make their way to change shift. And two of them are standing guard near Boromir's headquarters. It's a 2-story building that's less damaged than the others. "Welcome back," says one of the guards. "It is good to see you in this morning light. Lords Boromir and Faramir are expecting you. It gladdens my heart that your mission was successful. We'll soon retake all of Osgiliath, and the river crossing will be secure." As you enter the chamber, a breakfast meeting is just ending. The table is sparsely prepared. There's butter and some crusty bread, and some assortment of dried meats. A tall, broad-shouldered man, who you know as Boromir, is bent over a table, studying a map. He looks up and sees you, and his face is glad. "Back from across the water," he says. Nearby is his brother, Faramir. Faramir is less broad, but no less tall. "Indeed. Come and eat. You're no doubt famished. You must discuss what you've learned of the enemy." And who would you say would be the leader of this crew? Probably Dob. He's kind of the officer guy with the inspired skill.
Yeah, I would agree.
Should be okay taking on that mantle.
Of course.
All right, so basically, Dob, you kind of hand Boromir a map of kind of the rear lines, a little sketch. It's a parchment that's been kind of sketched on by burnt charcoal and kind of outlines how the enemy is arrayed. And Boromir kind of gives you guys a few chairs, and you can sit around this table and have a meeting and kind of discuss the scouting report from last night. And you can tell the tales about how you were ambushed at the end by goblins, and Lostirian was slow.
Easy.
"Give it here," Boromir says, looking at Dob. "You, officer."
Aye, my lord. Here. Apologies for my handwriting. I must admit I'm not a learned man.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Boromir kind of looks this thing over. "It's good work, good work. The handwriting is a bit sketchy, but I see here there's a supply cache, some heavy fortifications, and you've located the main camp of the enemy. Well done. So," and then Boromir kind of takes a bite of bread and chews on it a little bit. "So you've seen the action firsthand, each of you. How would you suggest we proceed?"
Well, the heart of any army is in its stomach, in my opinion. If we divert a force to take out their supply cache, the orcs will lose morale, lose heart.
I see. Does anyone else have any opinions? I have my own thoughts on the matter, as does Faramir.
I agree with Dob.
All right. So eventually Faramir kind of stands and says, I know you've had a long night, but unfortunately Gondor is going to ask more of you. Come back this evening, and during the day we will formulate a plan on how to cross the river and take back eastern Osgiliath. But for now, I suppose you could use some wine and some rest, no doubt. It appears some of you have been wounded, if but lightly, and he looks at, I think Lostirian and Remy took a little hit. And
Aye, my lord.
he'll kind of dismiss you for the day to go rest up, as you'll probably be given some sort of other mission in the coming night.
Much needed rest.
Much
Say my
rest, yeah.
say my pieces to the lords and then take my squadron back to our tent. I'm assuming we have like a tent circle with fire and everything.
Mhm. Yep.
Well done today. Even you, Lostarian. Bit slow, but you did slay several.
He might be slow, but he's useful with a sword at least.
Indeed. Oh, let's tend to your wounds, Remy. I will find and Lostarian, I will find the Barbary surgeon and get this taken care of.
Just a flesh wound. Nothing to be concerned about, really.
Yeah.
But
You want you at full health.
All the same, I don't trust orcish weapons for cleanliness. Wouldn't surprise me what they do with those blades.
Aye, indeed, sir.
I heard some stories.
Like?
Oh, none of that I feel sharing right now. I'd rather not think about what just entered my body.
Maybe after.
Find a Barbary surgeon. If one of us is trained to heal, we could do that as well. I don't know.
Yep. Each of you will gain back your basic heart score in endurance. You gain that after 20 minutes of rest.
Oh, so we're probably...
So that might put everybody back at full.
Just rub some dirt on it for me.
do some minor bandaging without a roll. Just let him heal up.
Yeah.
Alcohol on it.
Pour some alcohol on it.
Yeah, just
Waste
pour
alcohol.
pour some tussin on it. It's all good.
So, what do you think they'll be having us do?
Probably taking out the supply cache.
Maybe.
Well, either way, I'm looking forward to more fun.
Indeed, I think we'll be scouting the East Bank or after that supply cache.
Well, Remy, I'm glad you consider it fun. I would rather be back home at my smithy or making furniture my wife hates.
Not everybody can have as much fun as us. So that's why we always get to enjoy ourselves out there, huh?
Alright. Still, it would be nice to one day win this war. Take back what is ours. So that we can go home.
And that we will.
Hopefully it'll be soon.
What are you gonna do without greenskins to kill?
Rest.
Furniture gets boring after a while, Dob, I'm sure.
There's always more greenskins to kill.
Orcs will never leave, but the shadow, we could at least disperse them. I don't know, Remy, I find that I enjoy making furniture, and hammering nails, doing mundane tasks. All this excitement, it's bad for my old bones. Not a young man anymore.
Well, maybe when we're done, I'll pay a visit and come look at your fine furniture. So you have all the time to work on.
What are you talking about, Dob? Still a spring chicken by my eye.
Compared to you, maybe.
What year was the spring?
Never you mind. Never you mind.
I have some great wooden furniture I can sell you, Remy. I'm sure it'll only break after the second or third use. Still getting used to it.
I'll be sure to add extra cushion.
Right.
All
I'll go
right.
grab some drinks and food and we'll relax.
So yeah, you all settle into an afternoon nap, and your dirty work, your missions typically take place at night and kind of end towards dawn. So if anything goes wrong, the dawn often saves your keisters as the orcs scurry for cover. And so you've rested, and each of you feels quite nicely. You have a belly full of whatever rations are available here. And one by one, you make your way back to the headquarters type area, and go inside and pay your regards to the guards who are there. And again, you find the two brothers in council. Boromir is off towards the back of the room with what looks to be like a handful of very heavily armored soldiers, and they're talking in hushed whispers. But Faramir kind of sees you. You walk in, and he says, "Ah, Lastirian, Hallam, Remy, Dab, Selwyn, come hither. Unfortunately, I have more work for you, but I know any work I do give will be in capable hands. Are you well rested?"
As well as can be expected, Lord Faramir. We will do our duty for Gondor.
And he hands that parchment back to you and says, "Okay, very well. My brother and I, the people of Gondor and of the West, we will ask one more thing of you. I will ask that this evening you again cross over the river into the land of the enemy. I know you will go into the heart of darkness. You will tremble and you will shake. But I know that your hearts will be brave and your minds remain focused. But know this. If you are successful in your task, the east bank of the Anduin will again be ours. And the interior of our great lands, our families, Dab, your wife who hates your furniture, they'll once more be safe from the incursions of the enemy." And he kind of hands you some annotations that he has written onto the map. "Here, take this. I would ask that you cross the river downstream this evening, downstream from the Dome of Stars. Make your way to the supply line of the enemy. There, I task you with creating a diversion that would be fitting for a host of orcs. Their grog may provide an effective firework display of said light. Or perhaps the beasts could be fooled to infighting, or mayhap a great blaze will draw their attention. At any rate, shoot a flaming arrow into the air when you have performed this task. It will be answered by the sound of the horns of Gondor. For I will have led a force of men-at-arms across the river upstream of the city. While diverted, we will attack their flank. Our strike will come with the rising sun and will not be resisted." And at that point, Boromir kind of dismisses the soldiers and returns to the side of his brother and addresses you, and he says, "And I will lead the charge across the bridge, the last remaining bridge over the water. No foe will withstand the wrath of the West when it is brought upon them, and we will have victory. Do you understand, and do you have any questions, men and women?"
Dob sort of looks to his comrades because he doesn't have questions.
Selwyn shakes her head. No.
"I see that your faces are somber indeed. You will be in the thick of it at the end of things, I fear. But trust in your training and trust in the men of Gondor. For after that fire is shot into the sky, you will not be alone, and you will be with your brothers, and we will face the enemy shoulder to shoulder and bring them to justice."
Aye, my lord. As you command. We will take back the East Bank.
Very well. Dab, others, I will await your signal in the deepest, darkest of night. At dawn, look for our coming. And he dismisses you, and he exits that area, hopefully probably to go be with his soldiers, and Boromir goes with his heavily armored cavalry, and he leaves you guys to kind of make preparations and head back across the river at nightfall. All right, anything else, or otherwise we'll fast forward to nighttime.
Dob would probably bring everybody together and let's see if this is appropriate time for now. So I would bring everybody together and just sort of battle planning at this point. All right. Heed my words and listen close. We will all survive this night. Against what you all might think. It does sound like a suicide mission, but we are equipped for it. We are the best of the best, and I believe in every one of you. Here's what we must do. Remy is vital to this. Only he has the bow arm to shoot an arrow high enough to be seen from the west bank. I do not trust my skills to do so. We must protect him. Hallam, I would ask you to perform this task. Defend Remy with your life. Selwyn, Lysterion, I would ask the two of you to work side by side with me. Forward up front in the enemy's face, tearing them apart.
Aye.
Aye, sir.
For Gondor.
All right. All right, so throughout the day, the sun rises in the east and traverses the sky. It's a clear day with white wisps of clouds, and even though that there's a shadow looming in the east, and you can see flickering flames towards Mordor over Mountain Doom. In the west, the sun is shining, and there seems to be a glimmer of hope. You're well fed and rested, and you have your weapons and armors polished. And as the sun fades, you again haul your tiny boat down to the waters of the Anduin. Kind of enter the river just in the middle of the city, and then stick along the bank of the river until you're well south of the Dome of Stars. You pass the Dome of Stars on your left and look at it. And would anyone want to give me a lore roll? I don't think any of you are good. That's just a spur of the moment thing.
I got 2. There's a chance.
I also have 2.
Let's let TD do it.
I too have 2.
TD, go ahead. Goddamn fat
And
Gondorian.
we'll let Matt. You want Matt to give it a shot?
Okay.
I think we all have 2.
Yeah, I think we do.
Each of you have 2.
Yeah.
Hey.
Great
Ooh.
success.
Tell us a story.
Wow.
So basically, whispers come your way. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is the lore of the place.
Yeah, I just typos included.
Mm.
I just typed real quick. So
Selwyn will kind of like gaze over the place, and I heard a story that the domes of the towers used to actually be the seat of government for Gondor. Both the brothers that founded the kingdom after Sauron was defeated, they had thrones there, Ilstor and Anarion.
good show.
Yes. But now there are only ruins that, of course, are crumbling into the water here.
So you continue on down the river, and then you start to cross the river. And as you do so, they're kind of halfway across. By this point, it's dark, and the moon is starting to rise, and there are clouds kind of filtering over the moon. And as you start to cross, you can see there are these jagged ruins kind of jutting up from the water, and on them are the hideous and maimed bodies of your brethren. And even among them are mutilated orc bodies and goblin bodies, and the bodies of anyone that the enemy has a great distaste for. And as you go past one of them, you can see that it's a man, and his eyes have been gouged out, and on his forehead is carved a great lidless eye wreathed in flame. And your hearts begin to sink as you realize that this may be your last mission. So, this is what's called a corruption check. And this can give you shadow points that starts to eat into your hope. So the way you make a corruption check is you open your sheet, and you click on the icon next to Valor. It's right next to your attributes, and you simply click that. And the difficulty, the target number is going to be 14, and if you fail, you gain a shadow point.
It says next to Valor.
I'm so terrible.
There's no attribute attached to this, is there?
Nope.
Okay.
Who misses?
Everyone but two.
Almost all of us.
Everyone but
Okay.
Hallam.
Can we
So
hold
if you
it?
missed, if you missed, go onto your sheet, and down towards the end where it says character states, give yourself one temporary shadow.
And Dob would look at the corpses, and I don't know if I have a helmet on, but it looks like I do. Yeah, it is. So he'd take off his cap and hold it like limply at his side, looking at the corpses, and then he'll turn around and look at everybody with hatred in his eyes, and he would look at the group before him and say, "They can torture us and kill us and burn our homes to the ground. They do not see the fire in our hearts that burns white hot. That fire is catching. And if we are to burn, they will burn with us." He puts the cap back on and shoulders his sword.
You kind of continue under the moonlight across the river, and pretty soon, just like on both sides of you, like all the ruins are strewn with all these bodies, and all but a few of you are. Your heart begins to sink, and fear begins to gnaw into the back of your mind. Even as you get closer, you can hear, like far away, far to the east, you can hear growls and guttural yelling, and every once in a while, war drums rise into a crescendo and then fade back away. And soon you leave the ruins, and you start to float nearer and nearer towards the east bank of the river. Let's do that. All right. So as you do so, the boat, the water's kind of lapping, slop, 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 like towards the front of the boat, and it's pitch black. And I want each of you to give me an awareness check.
All right.
Somebody make it. Oh no.
Oh, we were kind of unaware.
We've got
All
two
the
more
variations of
tries. I believe in you, Brett.
Come on.
What am I rolling? I'm sorry.
Awareness.
That's ironic.
That's very ironic.
Oh,
Ah.
you should
Can I
hope
hold
that.
it?
That would
Yeah, I
be
will.
great. If it would pass, I think it would with bot. What's awareness though? Is it wits?
Awareness is wits.
You got
Actually,
yeah.
it might be body.
what?
Awareness is body.
Oh,
Oh,
mine
then
would
yeah,
definitely
I'll
pass.
hope it. Yeah. I'll drop a hope.
That's a pass now, baby.
All right, Brett. Whisper coming your way.
All right.
You got it.
Yeah, I got it. I'm sorry. As I obviously was not paying attention. What was going on?
Come on, man.
No, it's totally my bad. I was doing something else.
Jeez.
You're crossing the river on your boat,
Yeah, I got that.
and it's dark, and you come up. You get coming closer and closer to the east shore, and this is kind of what you see on the shore.
Okay. Am I? Do you? Okay, man. Halam, he looks to the rest of them and tells them what he sees across the river. That there's two shapes patrolling the water, and two are upright and walk on two legs, and one has a sort of canine trot, like a wolf or a dog or something similar to that.
So on the far bank, yeah. So you know, Hallam points it out to you, and in the moonlight, you see two kind of hunched shapes, and one shape kind of loping after it, and they're kind of walking up and down the bank, kind of patrolling the area. Every now and then, you hear them kind of curse at each other and mutter, like, you know, "When's this blasted night going to be over with? I need to get back to my hole, back to my grog. Get a good buzz on, will ya? Shut up."
Someone will. Oh, that's-
Lostarian turns to Dob. What do you think, sir?
Is that a wolf?
I think we should throw a distraction.
Yeah, that.
But there are only two in a wolf that we see.
Aye, but they're probably not going to fight us. They'll probably try to run. At least one of them will, and then they'll alert the camp, and all this will be for naught. We should try to avoid them if possible, create a distraction if need be. And so first things first, I want to see if we can maybe sail a bit further past these guys and go down somewhere else, or is this where we should get off?
Yeah, you can try to go around a little bit. You can try to go around them. It might lengthen your trip a little bit, but absolutely you can do that. You're still kind of on the river, and they're kind of patrolling the river, so it'd be a stealth check that would be easy for everybody. So target number of 12.
All right.
Well, Lostarian turns back to Dob. I'd be willing to create that diversion, sir. Maybe you could see if you could sneak around them. Catch them unawares from behind.
What diversion did you have in mind, Lostarian?
I was thinking a little something like putting my spear in one of their faces.
They might run though.
That's not called a diversion. That's called an attack.
Well, you call it an attack, I call it a diversion.
I say we try to row by them,
Sorry.
and then we just double time our trip when we hit land, so we can reach the camp on time.
I might be able to shoot an arrow and make a noise somewhere with draw their attention away from us.
Is there anything around that's like a rock or something that would make a loud bang if the arrow hit it?
Yeah, awareness at it's dark, so awareness at 16.
Everyone, look for something for Remy to shoot. We may be able to dock close to here, but we need to get them pulled away from us.
Aye.
See what I did there?
You said TN16?
It's too dark to see anything.
Remember, you guys can use hope to pass.
I don't see anything.
I'll
Oh
hold
yeah,
mine.
definitely. Just let Listerian hope is good to go.
Yeah, one away.
So, Losterian, your hope should be. Bring it down to 4. And did you fail your corruption check earlier?
I
Yeah,
don't
I
remember
did.
how I'm failed.
Mhm.
So you're 2 away from 3 away from being miserable.
Oh no.
Yeah. So Losterian sees in the night that there's like a formation of rocks, like forming a natural bridge just to the left and beyond where that patrol was heading, and thinks that maybe if a bow was shot there, it could create a diversion, maybe get the attention of the patrol.
Should work. Should work.
Alright, Remy, you're up.
All right, just shoot your arrow and just pick any target, and we'll just say that the TN will be 16.
Don't miss, Remy.
Pick any target you said.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Nice.
Massive.
There you go. Great success.
Thanks.
So one of the goblins kind of turns and says, "Hey, did you hear that?" "What? I didn't hear nothing." "No, over there, the bushes." "Oh, just a squirrel. Or just a wind. Or maybe a ghost." "Ah, quit your sniveling, snugger. Come, follow me." And the 3 of them go traipsing off in that direction into the bushes. And you hear their footsteps fade away.
Alright, quickly, let's dock this boat and move along before they come back.
Sounds like a great plan.
Mhm.
So you get the boat docked, and Remy looks very satisfied after he shoots that, and you stow the boat away, maybe cover it up with some brush or something like that, and start to follow your map. Inwards towards towards your target. All right, cool. So here's what I want you to do. All right, at the bottom of your screen now, you should see a button that says Osgiliath Patrol. You see it?
No, make sure it's on the right layer.
Oh, there's at the top there is.
Oh, it might be at the top.
Oh, yes, it.
For you. Okay, good. All right, so this is a rollable table. This is going to see who you come across on your way in.
Fuck.
Most of the chances are you're going to get mooks, but there's some chances to get some bad dudes.
Some more chiefs.
All right, so I want each of you to roll 1 time on that table.
You would get the spider.
Spiders.
That's a big one too.
I can't believe you've
Orc
done this.
chieftain.
Oh, my
No.
God. All right.
We rolled
So
scrubs.
chieftain, hunter spider.
The 2 of you rolled something horrific.
I rolled
This
orc.
must not be the shortest offensive of all time.
Oh my god. Time to be rock hard today.
Go big or go home.
Oh my god.
This is gonna be rough.
Yeah, I'm glad Brett knows.
Yeah.
After rolling the chieftain. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Yeah, no problem.
I hate spiders.
Yeah, spiders killed my first character.
That's a normal.
Yeah, that's a great. That was a great session in the mythos of this game. The spider session.
That's right. Thing here. Hunter Spider.
We should have just killed them.
All right. So on your way in, up ahead of you, like very close actually, you hear voices. You hear a skittering, and you hear the crack, crack, like the sound of a whip cracking in the air. It says, "Up along with you, spiders! Up along with you, soldiers and snoggers! We haven't heard from that patrol in some long time. Yeah, get the double. Keep on move on. Or I'm going to feed you to my pet here." And the chieftain looks to the spider next to him, and this thing is not like the one, like the ones that were in the other game. This is like a big thing with a huge hulking carapace and a big throbbing underbelly and a stinger and two fangs coming out of it that are dripping with some sort of green venom. Okay. All right. So let me see here. You see the highest attribute of these guys.
Not looking forward to spiders.
For chieftain. 5:15. Okay. All right. What are you going to do?
They're pretty much in our way, right? I mean, we can't go around them.
Yeah, they're pretty much in your way. You could try.
Should we distract them again?
I think we should try to do a surprise attack, to be honest. Try to whittle them down. So I would... Maybe we see... I mean, we hear them or we see them, and boys, like, maybe I could peek around the corner and see them, or...
Yeah.
Yeah, so Dob would peek around the corner, see him, see the spider, and then, you know, he'd sort of go back around the corner quickly, and his eyes would get wide. He'd look at everyone, and he'd just... Oh, the fates have not been kind today. They've got a hunter spider among them.
Someone will clap Dob on the shoulder. We got this. We got this far. We can get farther.
I would nod. And... Alright. They're in our way. We have to go through them. We can't go around. But we should try to surprise them. Remy, take up a position to fire from far away. See if you can pick one of them off when they come around this corner. Does anyone else have a bow?
Aye, sir, I do.
You want big or little, Don?
We need to take out the small fry first, and then we wail on the spider together.
Alright.
If we attack it from many angles, it can't pin one of us down. Anyone who fights that one-to-one, and shake his head, I've seen a men try before, it's torn to pieces. The chieftain will be a tough customer as well. We need to take out the weaklings first, then swarm those that are left. Understood? Right. Any who don't have a bow, stick with me. We'll try to rush them when they come around the corner. Those of you that can fire from afar, do so. And then join the melee. Well, except for Remy. You stay behind. So I think we're going to try to pull a surprise attack.
Yeah, Remy will try to find a spot where he can get an advantageous shot and be distanced and silent about it.
Okay.
Is there a position where Lusterian can post as well so that he can try and get a shot before moving in to melee?
Yep. So the way this works for ambushes is everybody has to pass a stealth check. If one person fails, then it's just they'll
Oh, good.
Okay. But you can hope it, and you can pass. If you get a great success, you can pass that success die
Onto somebody else.
on.
All right, so the stealthiest
And what
person.
And what I'll do is I'll let you roll battle before we start, so you'll have your bonus
Okay.
die. Okay.
So it's
Ooh, I
So
have three.
let's say, for example, you are successful and you get the drop on these guys. Okay. What would happen then is I would let you guys get a volley and a full round of attacks before the next round started, and then I will do a head-to-head battle between probably the chieftain and whoever has the highest battle. I think you all have the same, and whoever wins that means who gets to go. Actually, no. If you get a successful ambush, you would get to go twice in a row.
all right.
Okay. Yeah, twice in a
Okay.
row.
So we should do the battles first, since that's going to be done anyway. So
Yep.
everybody do battle, and then the stealthiest person
So
should
do
go
battle.
first.
And then I will tell you how many bonus die to assign yourself. Sim, none. Posterian, none. Dob, 1.
Sorry, get the fails on now before we need to be stealthy.
Hallam, none.
Sad face.
Crap, what's battle again?
We are good.
Skills and battle.
Skills in progress and go down.
Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it was in alphabetical order.
Never.
Easy. Great success. So Selwyn
Nice.
gets 2.
Woo!
Now these bonus die, Selwyn, you can pass them around to your comrades too.
Alright, who fucked up?
The 3 with
Oh no,
now
it's
just
not
wait till you
now,
get
but
them.
when,
Wait till
when you
you
get into.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So now it's time for your stealth.
Okay,
check.
who's stealthiest? Does anyone have more than 2 dice?
I have 3.
Well, let me see.
I won.
TN's gonna be 14 for it.
I have 3.
So the 3s go first, and then be ready to pass yours on so we can make it.
Yeah.
And do not be afraid to
TN was
hope, because this will be huge if we get this.
You said TM 14, right?
Mhm.
What the f...
Okay, can I pass up the die?
Yeah, you could pass him a die if you want.
Okay. Here's a die.
So drop yours to 1, Selwyn, and then Remy, I'll just roll a d6 for you, okay?
Alright.
Oh,
Oh!
13. You can still use a hope if you want.
Did that on purpose, Bo.
Yeah, I'll use a hope. We're gonna have a hard enough time as it is right now.
So Remy passes. Hallam passes on his own.
Anyone with 2, or are we just
Oh,
all one
I'm
now?
2.
2 up.
Oh shit.
You might want to
No great
You
successes
can do
either.
it.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh.
Use your die.
Oh.
That's close, though.
No, I'm gonna hope it and give my
Yeah,
die to
die.
somebody else.
Okay.
So let's. So well, if they fail, so I'm down to 4 now, but I pass. So whoever's the one, whoever wants to do it first.
I'll go.
Um,
I can
I
hold it,
would
though.
probably hope it because I might need to give
Oh.
Wisterian mine. Oh, shit.
Alright.
Everybody hold your
I
breath.
don't want to. You've rolled more eyes than anyone tonight.
Can we both give him a
He's
die?
fucked. He already failed.
That's not how it works. Yeah, failed.
It's auto fail.
You can't
Stupid
hope that
fat
your fault,
Gondorian.
God damn it.
That's so
Stumbles and
dramatic,
trips.
because he's the one that was slow, too.
You just
I wasn't
farted really
slow.
loud.
I just stayed along so I could kill people.
Oh shit! All that hope
Like with that part in the
gone.
movie where everybody's trying to hide and he's the last person there
You
standing.
guys are trying to sneak around, when all of a sudden Losterian snaps on twig. It's the proverbial snap,
Oh.
and the works. Hey, what's that? Oh, I heard something. I smell something. Man flesh. Adam, boys, get 'em. And they kind of turn into your direction. They spot you and start running at you. Now, give me a battle roll, somebody.
I've got 2. I'll do it.
Great success, 15 versus a.
Oh,
That's pretty cool. Tempted to hope that. Because if they go first,
They get
we're
to
going
go
to
first.
die.
They go first.
Can't hope it.
Yeah, you can hope that.
What's battle go off of?
Battle goes off of
Start.
art.
It's a favored, so I could meet
Yours
it.
is
Would I
favored.
win if I meet?
Yes, ties go to the
Then
PCs.
I will.
You're down to
Yep.
3.
That's we cannot
Oh,
cannot
that's
lose
one
this.
die.
Yeah.
You guys-
We cannot lose this.
Oh.
We'll die right here if I don't. We cannot lose this initiative.
All right, what stances do you want?
Rear.
Damn it. Just
Open.
open.
Open it is.
All right, Remy's in the rear. Everybody else is open.
Yep.
And keep him in the back.
Who gets the big nasty spider?
Yeah, good luck. Go, if you get it, go defensive
Remy
next
does.
time.
Rip.
Just hold if you get it.
No.
Oh.
Damn
It's
spider.
the guy with the shield. It'll be fine.
Okay, you guys are up first. All right, you get your volleys. However,
Okay,
let's
so
do it.
whoever's got bows, go on. Shoot.
let's just say Remy
Oh,
goes first.
Oh, I already did.
Ooh.
Sorry, my bad.
Edge.
You're hitting the spider with the bow.
Yeah.
Ooh, edge hit.
Oh man.
Nice.
And damage on that is 5 for regular, right?
Yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna look at. He might not have. Oh, he doesn't have great size.
If you do this,
If he fails,
Damn.
you kill him. This will be the first ever badass moment for a ranged character in our game.
He's partially ranged.
Injury 14, doesn't have to meet much.
oh,
He made
barely.
it.
Barely made it.
Mm.
Barely made it.
All
So you
right.
hit him,
So
he rears up on his leg.
Now that the spider as well.
Another edge. Who'd you shoot?
Oh.
I
Spider.
swear, man, if this happens,
That's 5 plus, that's 12 though. 12 damage. And another protection.
oh, the bastard.
Oh. Damn it.
Anybody else have a bow?
Yes. I will attack the guy in front of me.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
That's fine.
Losterian
Jesus, Lysterian. Oh, well.
You shoot one of your
Selwyn
friends.
misses. Next
Why
attack
am I
against you,
Lysterian?
next attack against you, Selwyn, is a cold
Oh,
shot.
shit.
Damn it.
All right.
Okay. All right, now your turn. Let's go.
Go
from
on,
left to right.
Hallam.
Hallam first.
All right. This one.
no.
Oh.
God
So
damn
bad.
it.
You missed. Next shot against you will be called
From the
shot.
spider.
Losterian.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
this is gonna be rough.
Now Losterian will attack the goblin.
Oh, sorry. I'm up. No, I was gonna attack the goblin. Sorry.
Hashtag swag. Yes. Dobber.
Dobby.
Oh, God. Damn your clumsy feet, Losterian, and I get my longsword out with 2 hands and sprint towards the orc soldier in front of me. Sure. Oh my god. I can't use any more hope, I just missed.
Yeah.
Clumsy feet yourself, Dob.
Selwyn.
Can I take out my spear instead of this bow?
Oh yeah, that's just
Sweet.
free.
Yeah, fuck this bow. And I'll attack the orc soldier with my awesome spear.
Hey, it's success.
5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
So you get him and he just he tries to grab your spear, but you rip it from him and just spray black blood all over your helm. All right, Remy. I know what you're gonna shoot.
Please kill the spider. Please.
Kill that spider.
I beg you.
Almost, not quite.
Oh.
That was worth a shot.
Oh.
So that spider, though, like kind of circles around Hallam, and he's trailing this yellow green liquid sticky, and like 2 of its legs are missing out at this point, and he has an arrow in its eye, one of its 8 eyes. All right, here
Good
we
luck,
go.
Callum.
No.
Oh, for each one.
May the tower be with you.
Oh, this is a called shot.
Yeah, it is.
Nope.
It misses.
Oh, thank
You would have been banged on.
Oh, its edge is an eye. Oh, well, good.
Yes.
Yeah, so it misses. The goblin charges Lostirian and says, "Come back here, you fool! I want to spill your blood on this sand." Misses. Soldier
No.
misses. Other
Oh,
soldier
it's a special shot, isn't it?
Yep, it's
it a called
called
one?
for hers. Nope.
misses. It has to be a great success to hit on a called shot. And the orc chieftain is not going to attack, but he's going to join the fray. See who the lucky one is. Lostirian.
Fittingly.
Yes, I've
feel
obviously
like
been
it's-
so lucky tonight.
He charges in. He'll attack next round, but right now he's not. All right. Good guys are back up. Are you going to maintain your stances?
Affirmative for me.
I guess
Callum?
nobody will.
I might change to defensive.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do defensive.
I'm gonna remain open.
I will also remain open.
I never change.
All right. Hallam, you're up.
No, it's wouldn't it be opens first?
Oh, back. Oh, yeah, opens first. So Lostirian.
Swinging at this goblin here.
7 damage. Got him. What's that look like?
So he basically just shield in front with the spear straight over the top of it, and lunges it hard forward and impales his face, spraying blood all over the orc chieftain that decided to move over here, angering him.
Yeah, as you do that, the chieftain like takes the other goblin and rips it off the tip of your spear, and with his great strength just flings it backward. Now he's in your face.
Anybody ever tell you your breath smells like piss?
Just growls at you. All right, Dob. Nobody's been hit
Yeah,
yet,
no.
amazingly.
Oh.
Don't say
Give
that.
it one more turn.
Yeah, you've seen Lostirian's luck so far.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'd rear back with my sword and swing at this orc again. Oh my god, that's an edge. 7.
You have a shield.
No,
correct?
I just two-handing my sword.
Yes, you have a two-handed one. Oh,
It's a 7. And
7.
he has to
Let's
beat it
see,
18.
Let's see if you cut his head off here.
Yeah, take shit.
Protection.
Disgusting.
Sidesteps. Heavily wounded, but sidesteps it and growls at you again here.
Whoa.
Miss. Wrong button.
He explodes. I'll tear you apart, green skin.
All right, Selwyn.
Alright, I'm gonna take another poke at this guy in front of me.
Oh. And another.
Drops him to 2. Let's see if he
Double
passes
dolph.
his protection.
Mhm.
Barely.
15. Barely. So he's down. You impale him in the gut. You can see some intestines trailing behind him as he fights.
I shake off the blood from my spear.
All right, Remy.
Alright, let's see if I can't free up somebody that can fray again.
Don't forget Hallam.
Yep.
think he's technically supposed to go before Remy, but it's fine.
It don't matter.
You're both. You're both.
Yeah.
Look, he's
Oh,
opening.
yeah. Hallam, it's your turn. You're right.
Yep.
Alright. I'll go for the spider still.
There you go.
There we
He's
go.
gonna be a legend.
You're a legend. He's pretty tough. So what's that look like there?
So Hallam is hiding behind his shield, and then as the spider rolls up on his one side, he takes his sword and sort of does a thrust right in through its head, and it pops out the top of its head.
Just skitters and this falls down dead at your feet. And like when spiders die, their legs all fold up. It starts to do that.
Ugh.
Nice.
Ichor just kind of spills all over your boots. Remy.
Alright, seeing the orc chieftain there and a couple of puny orc soldiers, he's gonna take out one of the orc soldiers, hoping to free up another fighter. I missed.
Nice shot, Aglaron.
That looks familiar. That's a familiar line of numbers.
All right, bad guys are up. Only 3 of them left. Lostirian, it's your lucky day.
Yeah.
I'll say. Whoa, TN7.
Great success. No, it's not right.
Nope, that's right. You can't change it.
You want to get hit?
Yeah, you don't want to get hit. Let me try something here. So, I wonder that's Lostirian.
Should be 15.
So your parry is 6 plus 9. It should be 15. I'm
Yeah.
gonna try clicking it again, see if it. Setting stance to 9. It's going to miss you, I think.
Yeah, it did.
This is just for testing purposes. This is the first session I've done with these macros.
Yeah, there it is. That's weird.
I don't know.
We'll take that
Okay,
first result.
So he misses. No, you don't want the first one, man.
No, not for his TN, but that first roll.
Yeah,
That's what we want.
The miss,
Yeah.
the miss.
Yeah. So he misses and tries to strangle you after he misses you with a spear. You duck underneath that, and you're doing this dance of spears here in the battlefield. Meanwhile, Dobbs' orc comes at him with his spear and tries to gut him.
That would hit.
And that's just a 4 damage. Edge of 9, though. It's a roll protection.
Oh.
Nothing. All right. And Selwyn. Miss. And that's all for him. No more coming. Back to the top. Anybody want to change their stance?
Yes, please. I change my
Negative.
deck to open.
Open. All right. Let's Hallam, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna try and help Lostirian over here out and attack the chieftain. Miss.
Miss. Chieftain spins around, evading your blade as he dances the dance of spears with Lostirian. And Lostirian is up.
Edge.
Ooh.
Great success. And
Dance
Edge.
around this.
So let's do the great success first. It's gonna be
14
14
damage?
damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And he's got a roll of
Dolph.
protection
Damn it.
and succeeds. Ah,
Boo.
get that pointy thing away from me before I shove it up your. Oh, and he gets hit. All right, Dauber.
I can pass a battle die to
Son of
somebody, right?
Dauber.
I'm passing it to Remy. So give Remy my battle die, because I want him to hit and kill something. And then
Oof.
I'm going to... this is going to be an Inspire, because we have been hurt now, or I have been hurt anyway. And I will while I'm battering, while I'm, sort of parrying him and push him back a bit to be lock blades, or lock blades with a spear and push him back. Say, here we will stand and fight. There will be no further withdrawal. We will stand and fight here. If we can't stay here alive, then let us stay here dead. And I will swing at I'll use my Inspire and then swing at this fool. Oh.
Oh! That's your
Mhm.
Inspire? Extraordinary success.
So inspiring.
So extraordinary success. Everybody. Oh, before it was 3. Everybody gets 4 endurance points. So I'm gonna go down through the rank. Hallam, have you been injured?
Nope.
Losterian?
No.
Dob,
yeah,
you
so I get
have,
mine
right?
back.
You go back to
It's a bit
Blood Knight.
selfish, but
Selwyn won't. And Remy,
Yeah.
you've not been hit yet, right?
No, but my red dot hasn't changed yet from the previous running with the orcs and goblins.
Your what?
Before the long rest, I hadn't. The red bubble hasn't been changed yet.
he didn't recover health.
There you go.
And then longsword. Kind of wish I would have swung now, but can't complain. Can't complain. Edge. Another 7.
All right. So I think that's going to kill him. Got him.
Just after I do that, I
He falls
run
dead.
forward and just,
Yeah.
just chop him, just cleave his head. Not off at the neck, but like straight down, like through his right eye, and then just sort of expose that orky brain, kick him back. Fight on!
Selwyn.
All right, let's try to kill this motherfucker.
Tolkien disapproves. Great success. You do kill this MF.
Woo.
What's that look like?
So she kind of leans into her spear and jabs him right through the chest and kind of turns it slightly and then pulls it back out. Rips out his heart while she does so. And throws it to the ground.
Nice. As the music swells. All right, Remy.
Alright, so how do I use the bonus dice?
Throw a d6 after.
Alright. So I'm gonna do what I only got left standing. Big
You
guy.
have to decide if you want to use it before you
Yeah.
roll.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use it just to make sure it's spectacular.
All right.
Woohoo!
Do it.
Once you roll that,
Come
roll that
on,
D6
baby.
still, though,
Extraordinary.
Mhm.
because you can turn that into extraordinary.
Come on, 6.
You've obviously taken all the.
Oh,
risk away
baby!
from everybody else.
Yes!
Oh my god! All right, let's see here. That's a perfect roll. Actually, that's a perfect roll. So that's going to be 5 plus twice character
19.
damage. 14. It's be 19. That's fine. You kill him.
Yes!
What's that look like?
Seeing
Chieftain.
that he missed the orc earlier, he's like, oh man. So he bites one of the feathers off the arrows, licks the tip of the arrow and knocks it in and goes for gold, aims for his face. Not really aiming for anything except for the square area between the eyes.
And the music swells and just and then all is silent again.
Where'd that music come from?
Tense.
Dob will look around. Well done, lads. Styrian, sorry I yelled at you. Things happened, but by goodness, we pulled out this fight. Hallam,
I told you.
I saw when you did. And well fought to you as well. Remy, Hallam, true heroes of Gondor. Excellent shot, and I've never seen a man take a spider down by himself. Well, he'd had a bit of help, but he struck the killing blow all the same. Well done to all of you.
Well, let's hope for a quieter path now.
True.
Hopefully.
I
Not
think
much
the
I can say
path
about
is
it.
only about to get louder.
Quick, rummage through the chieftain, see if you can find anything, orders or anything like that, and then we move quickly. And we got to search.
Nope.
A lot of pressure on the GM here.
No.
No, I have nothing.
Yep, I got 0 dice.
No one has any dice in search.
Lucky there.
Voted on purpose. So we didn't have to,
No, I'll roll, because if I dolph it, we can. So I'll roll it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything. You find in his pockets, there's a, like a cartoon fishbone. The head's still attached, just the bones. You find that. You find a gold ring. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
You find a fishbone, and there's like a couple like battered coins and like finger bones that the orcs kind of use as a currency. You find that.
Throw it all down. Nothing. Let's continue on.
Deeper into the heart of darkness you go.
Onward and upward.
Well done. That was. Oh man.
That was great.
It was well done.
All right, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break to relieve my old man prostate.
Same.
These all Shadow of Mordor stills.
I don't know.
Mayhap.
They look like it.
The music certainly is, but I don't mind.
I have not played that yet.
I was playing it earlier today.
It's fun.
I had been playing it when I was earlier writing a one-shot or a campaign for this, the One Ring, and that's basically what I had been stealing is
Nice.
from Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, but I was mostly taking like the screenshots, or not screenshots, but like pictures of the orc chieftains and stuff like that.
Okay.
I finished Shadow of Mordor, but I never actually got to finish Shadow of War yet.
I haven't played it yet.
Oh, Shadow of War is really good. I enjoyed it. At least what I've finished, or what I've done so far.
I welcomed too many people to the team before I got to the second map, so it kind of got boring my first playthrough of Shadow. So I'm like, oh well, let's just play it again and hopefully not welcome too many people to the team. I thought there was only one map, and it's like, oh, there's another. Oops.
I have returned.
Welcome back.
I was actually pleasantly surprised. Only one person took damage from that, and we came out of it with no
I
damage.
know.
That was bad.
I think honestly that might have been one of the smoothest battles that I've ever seen in.
Well, we're just making legends out of ourselves.
We all rolled dolphs. We had like 4 dolphs in
know.
a row at one point. It was amazing.
Just waiting for that to bite us in the butt now.
Well, we've already rolled more eyes than dolphs. So, I mean, it wouldn't.
That's
par
true,
for
I
the
guess.
course. I think we've got 8 to 5 right now. Eyes versus dolphs, if I remember right. I always like to keep track of eyes after that spider game because we rolled literally 22 eyes, I think, versus 6 dolphs, which is just absolutely disgusting. And for each eye, it was a summoned spider. So.
Yeah, it was rough.
That was the first session that I ever listened to, and that's what led me to join B&B.
That was one of the roughest
Yeah.
things I've ever seen.
So what you're saying is Arthur got you into B&B because I clutched against like 12 spiders by myself.
All right, everybody here?
Yeah.
Dude, I was dying when I was listening to it because I'm like, are you kidding me?
Sort of spider summoning. Yeah, it's pretty good session. God damn, Chris.
Okay. All right. All right. So you make your way further and further. Use your parchment, and as you go forward, like there's a couple other patrols that you come across, but they're kind of the slave orcs, the Snaga, and like there's like a kind of a headmaster behind them cracking their whip. And some of them pull sleds full of supplies or wagons. They almost use them as oxen. And it's a long night as you go up and down ravines, and you know you're trying to maintain the cover. So the moon is kind of traversing the sky, and it's getting closer and closer to dawn, and eventually you come up to the area where you kind of have circled on the map where that kind of supply depot is, and then behind it the main camp. And so you are behind a bluff, kind of peeking over the bluff, looking down at this kind of crude fortifications that the orcs have built.
Okay. It's how good of a view do we have inside the camp?
You can see inside the camp. There's like a little. You can see where that supply depot is. You kind of were in this area maybe last night, so you kind of come back to it. You have an eye. Anywhere you need to get to, you can get to. And as you do that, as you spy it, there's a couple orcs, and you're pretty far away right now. You're not far enough to hear much, but you can see them kind of change guard, like right out near the gate here, and just inside of them is where like the barrels of the grog and like the supplies are.
Okay. So I turned with everybody. Alright. We need to do this quietly if we can, and then once the grog's been lit, I think we should start a fire in here with the grog. Grog is very flammable, explodes easily. But once the fire has been lit, then we just do as much damage as we can, fire the arrow and pull away. I think we should spy the patrols for now to see when we can best enter.
Sounds good.
One person, just to get a little bit closer and see what's going on, only needs to make just one person at stealth of 12. So easy.
Whoever's the stealthy. We got 2 3s, right? So whoever one of you guys wants to do it.
Yeah. I'll probably go up. Doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Stealth. There it is. So TN 12, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, baby.
Dolphed it. So Harlan sneaks down. What's this look like here?
He sneaks closer towards the doors, slowly, but he's making sure he's as stealthy as possible. It can't be heard and seen, and he's trying to get as close as he can to see what else he can spot out and see.
So you get closer and closer, and you can kind of now make off the 2 orcs standing there. They don't look like they're the brightest orcs in the tool shed or the toolbox. They're kind of bickering with each other, talking. One of them says, "Oi, did you say something?" No, you sword. I didn't say nothing. Maybe you farted. I didn't fart. Maybe you're hearing things. What? Wasn't it you? A fuss says to me, "Did you say something?" Oi, you've lost your marbles. That old og's hit you upside the head one too many times, he has. Old Bora can take a punch, he can. I can't say the same for you. Thin bones. Your bones would snap from one round in the pit with that Olog, I dare say. Bah! Quit running your ugly mouth, Borog. It's nearly light. All I want to do is crawl up in me nice dank hole and fill me belly with grog that's been coming from back east. By yourself. I've had better stuff back at the tower. The stuff they're sending to the front lines. Ah, swill. Too strong. Too strong. Tastes like something you'd strip a hide with. Ain't no such thing as grog that's too strong, Borog. You sod? I guess they don't make orcs like they used to. He kind of snarls at him.
Jeez, like two women.
Yeah.
And suddenly, as Hallam's sneaking up, you hear a crack of the whip. Crack. Another orc appears. What are you two louts doing? Bickering again? You're gonna raise the whole camp. Word is there's men about. Keep your eyes peeled. And they just start kind of patrolling back and forth in front of the wall there.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
All right, everybody make a stealth
Oh,
check.
for God's sake.
Oh,
Damn it,
no.
Hallam.
That's a 14 at this point.
Oh.
Oh.
Dob, you can hope that if you want.
Can't, because if I do, I'm one closer to Shadow. I know there's going to be another
Can
corruption.
somebody else hope
Get a
him?
great
Like,
success,
for him?
which
Yeah,
none of you
can't-
are going to.
Can we offer one?
I'll
Oh,
hope for
man.
Dob if I have to.
Oh, I don't. I don't know if there's any point. I really sucked him.
Everybody roll first, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We got Hallam and Mysterion.
I don't think there's any. I don't think there's even any saving a 4.
No, yeah.
Yeah. There's no
That's a
point.
little too far down.
Yeah. I pulled a Losterian.
Hooray!
Wasn't me this time.
There's no way everybody can pass. I
No,
don't think.
not unless somebody
Yeah,
rolled 2
no.
great successes. Not even that. Not that it would
No.
matter.
So what happens here is Grok looks at Borug and he's like, I do hear something. And he kind of sniffs the wind and he says, I smell that. I smelled it before. Man flesh. They need to know better than to creep around behind our camp. Go see what's the matter. Tog, run inside. Tell your friends to come back. So Borug starts to kind of walk towards your position, and he's kind of sniffing around. He's not even that far away from you. He's kind of sniffing the ground and like 10 meters in front of where all you guys are.
Remy, shoot him. Everyone else, rush the rest. We need to get in now.
Alright.
Do we need to roll battle or anything?
If you're gonna start making rolls for like
Yeah,
killing
we're
stuff,
well, they're gonna find us, so everybody roll it. Oh, for God's sake! There you go.
Woo!
Hey, ooh! I would use one of those bonus dice on this. Remy,
Yes.
100%.
So Remy gets 1 bonus die.
Remy gets more than one.
Two.
He's got 2. He's got an extraordinary success.
Yep. And Selwyn, what'd you get?
I got a. What is it? I got a great success.
Got a
Alright,
bunch of great
so-
successes.
So give yourself. Selwyn gets 2. Remy, you get 3. I just put it on your token.
Alright.
Anybody else get anything?
How Brett got a great.
Outlaw, yeah.
Yeah, good too.
All right, Remy, you gonna try to take this dude down?
Yes, I am. I'm
You
gonna
can
add a
blow,
ball.
you can blow your whole wad if you want.
Don't
Roll.
listen to him. Don't listen to him.
No, I'll use 1 on him.
Hey, wait, stop.
Okay.
So I will say this: you can use a prepared shot because you have plenty of time to line this thing up. So if it hits, it'll force protection in addition to whatever damage it does.
Okay.
Okay.
That's with the bonus dice included.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right. I'm hitting the wrong button.
Oh man, 12.
So that's 12. That kills him. What does that look like? Silent but deadly.
Yeah, he just kind of sees the little glint of his eye there and just lets it go at the right second.
So Borog is sniffing, and all of a sudden he's in the darkness, and Grok and Tog are back by the, they're kind of arguing back by the gate. And Borog looks up and sees, and he's falls down dead with an arrow through his eye.
Right, everyone rush them quickly as possible. Take them out.
Charge.
Lostarian doesn't hesitate and just moves straight in toward Grok.
Mm-hmm.
And here we go. We'll see how many rounds it takes for you to get him.
Uh-oh.
You're on a time limit, lads.
Yeah, just you're right outside
Yeah.
this huge camp.
Yeah.
This might be a replay of Arthur's death. Another shadow. All right. You guys get to pick who you attack since you outnumber them. And you get to go first.
Yeah.
Stances.
I'm gonna go for Tog then. Forward.
Mmm. Bold. Open.
Selwyn goes forward. Make it so.
Make it so.
I'm gonna give Dab a bonus dice. If I can. I don't have to wait for my turn.
Yeah, you can give it to him.
I'm gonna give him one of mine.
All right, so change yours to 2, and Dob, give
I
yourself a
changed
bonus
his
die.
to 1. He used 1 on the shot.
1. Yeah.
All right, Selwyn, you're up.
Alright, I'll take a big old poke at Tog right there.
Tog.
Do it.
It's 5 damage only, right?
Yeah. Only 5.
Okay. So you hit him, and you charge. You're like, "Whoa, what is this?" And all of a sudden, your spear just goes into his right shoulder. He's like, "Ah!" Growls at you. All right, Hallam.
All right, Hallam's going for the same orc. No, I'm not going to.
No.
He's a legend!
He's dead. He is a
Who is
legend.
this
What did you do
man?
to this bastard?
I didn't do anything.
How do you kill him?
So he's Hallam runs up as Selwyn stabs him in the shoulder. He comes up and just lops his head off. And he cuts his growl short.
Nice.
All right, Lostarian.
Nice.
14. These guys are not to be F with. And no edge though. All right.
Bonus dice going in. No edge, so it's 5. No, 7. I'm two-handing.
7.
Woo!
Damn.
So very quickly in one round,
Dismantled.
dismantled.
Master strategy
Yeah,
of charge.
exactly.
All right, so you quickly rush in. Your backs are against this crude wall to this fort, and you hear snarling from inside, maybe some muttering voices asking about where Grok is, and he hasn't returned for his meal. And there's 2 dead bodies at your feet, and there's one 20 meters ahead of you towards that bluff. And just inside the gate, you see all the supply depot and the grog barrels and that sort of thing.
All right. 2 of you, grab these bodies, move them over to the darkness. The rest of you, follow us. We need to get in and get these
I'll help.
barrels set alight.
I'll help move the bodies.
So Selwyn starts to drag Tog over, and there's a black smear of blood that trails behind him, and it appears the orc also loosed his bowels upon his death. There's a rank filth that fills the air, and somebody's pulling up Grok out of the way too.
Yeah, Lostarian will.
Lostarian's pulling him out of the way, and Dob and Remy and Hallam kind of sneak inside the compound.
Yeah, that worked out
Sure.
nice. The 2 not sneaky people out
Yeah.
back there pulling the.
Yeah, really.
All right, so you dash in. Okay. So you're going to do, you see it. You're kind of ducked behind some supply crates. The grog barrels are probably 10 meters in front of you. And like in front of that, there's like a table with a bunch of orcs kind of sitting there pounding down some drinks and kind of snarling at each other.
All right. Does anyone have any pitch, anything to light the arrows, Remy?
He does.
I do.
Ah, crap, I forgot
Yeah.
my other pants.
Do you have enough for other bands? Do you have enough for a second shot? We do have to still shoot the arrow up above.
Let me see.
You do, but making 2 in this quick time frame is going to require a craft roll at 14.
Ooh.
I do, but could be problematic.
Oh,
Do any of us have Tinder? I would think we would, because we might be able to just save that for if one of us can get.
Yeah,
Swipe
maybe you have like some
right.
Tinder or something.
Oh, I got 3 craft. Psh, yeah, I got this.
Oh,
Could we do the old black powder trick of like making a trail of grog to like the rest
yeah,
of
well,
it?
if you want to
to
walk
stay
out and
inside.
distract those orcs for about 5 minutes while we set that up. No, I'd say let Remy do the
let's
craft
see
roll,
it.
because that'd be easiest.
Alright.
Should I throw a bonus dice on that?
You don't have any more. That's just for combat.
Yeah. The
I
battle's
believe in you
over.
for 3 dice.
Gotcha. You
I
see me?
have. I have.
The eye ever
Yeah, I
remains
know it would
present.
suck, but I believe in you, Remy.
14.
You can if you can hope it.
All right. How would I hope this here?
Oh, just hoping. I took care of it.
All right.
And
Yes.
yeah, so you roll up 2 arrows with pitch on them. Actually, you have ways to light them on fire. You have a Bic lighter. No.
Wow.
Zippo. I got this invention called a Zippo.
Yeah, you can strike with that craft roll, and using the hope, you're able to kind of light them both up. So if you wanted to shoot the barrels with one and the other one launch up into the sky, you could probably do that.
Yeah, I'll definitely shoot the barrels with one. I can target one of my own players, right? Sorry guys if I destroy you.
Oh man.
And there's the barrels.
So the barrel sticks there, slams into one of the barrels, and you can see that the grog is just kind of pouring out like under the hole. Bloop, 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 bloop. And as these orcs are at that table, you like cracking jokes and eating something that looks like a boar. Their boots are sodden, like there's a pool that slowly grows underneath the table that they just don't notice. And then suddenly that flame flickers, and then just explodes, just boom,
Oh.
and it's time.
Alright, I'll shoot one into the sky.
And so into the sky goes an arrow, and then suddenly you just hear these horns and answer.
The Horn of Gondor.
True enough. All right.
You hear the sound of hooves, like very faintly in the distance.
All right.
It's the
Yeah.
cavalry.
All right, I have a little handout here. And with the signal, the horns of Gondor sound. There is a thundering under the earth, and soon the din of battle arises. You can hear the savage snarling of orcs, and overhear the battle cries of men as they charge, fight, bleed, and die. If you were an eagle, you would see a swift sunrise in the east, as the forces of Faramir reveal themselves in the north and engage the enemy's flank. You would see proud and brilliant Boromir booming in his valiant voice. Now for the west! Now for Gondor! And for Osgiliath, city of our fathers! As he readies his cavalry to charge the bridge. They do not charge yet. First, you must hold your ground.
All right. I got a pre-battle speech for this.
And suddenly, as that, like, all the orcs in the camp kind of turn towards you and start to charge you.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So what I want you guys to do again is roll on the Osgiliath patrol.
Yay!
Oh,
Low rolls,
yeah.
low rolls. One more.
Everybody, get one more roll.
Don't you roll something red, Border. Who is it?
Mm-mm.
Who's holding out?
It's Lost Aryan.
Oh no!
Losteria.
Don't trip.
Don't fall on me when I fall down.
You've done so well, Lusterian, please.
Come on.
He's still there.
The suspense.
I think he's doing it on
Still there?
purpose, man.
Vince.
You still there, TD?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll on the Osgiliath
Oh,
patrol.
Christ.
again.
Oh!
Ah,
Oh!
Time to pad some more numbers.
So 1, 2, 3.
3 gobos, 1 orc, 1 archer.
Gabos.
3 gobos. 1 soldier. All right, roll battle.
As they're coming in. Oh, that's good. Anyway, no dice for me. So as they're coming in, I'll go ahead and let everybody do the distribute the battle rules first, and I'll do the quick pre-battle thing.
All right, give yourself bonus dice as appropriate.
Alright, so automatic success is just 16. What's the number? 16.
So Remy, you would get 1.
Yep,
one
everybody who
extra dice.
passed gets 1. No great successes. So as they're coming in, I would turn and look back at my men before they commit the charge and say, a few weeks from now, I'll be forging in my smithy. Imagine where you will be, and it will be so. Hold the line, stay with me. If you find yourself alone, surrounded by pillars and pale light, do not be troubled. For you are in the halls of Mandor, and you are already dead. I have a big smile on my face. What we do in life echoes in eternity. Pull his cap down, get the sword out.
Shake. All right. Battle is joined. They run towards you. and volleys happen.
Yep.
All right.
All right, the orc gets a volley too
does.
this time. Towards Dob. Misses. All right. Selwyn, you have a bow.
Oh, not have it. I don't have it out.
Oh, you get him for the volleys.
You get him for the volley.
Oh, edge.
All right, which one you shooting?
I hit this one right here.
Okay.
I'm shooting the one closest to me.
Jeez.
1 second. This guy has to roll.
Both
edge
of
and
them
see.
do. So the first one passes.
Yeah.
Aw.
Which one did you hit?
I hit the one straight across from me.
This one here. Okay. And you hit for 5.
Edge too.
You
Dolph.
guys are mowing these bastards now.
Good old Dolph. Oh, he passed. He
Oh,
passes.
Oh,
High.
he passed. High. Yeah. High for bad guys is automatic success.
Oh,
Remy.
Alright. Anybody else have bows?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the archer. Can I add bonus dice to it or no?
You can.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Six.
12. You have to hit. Yeah, roll 1d6. Right.
Got him.
And he only. Let's see, how many does he have? Oh, almost. Not quite dead.
It's alright. Slowly work them down.
All right. And battle is joined. Why doesn't somebody give me a battle check?
Oh, I was gonna make my shot yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, he does have a bow. I keep
Yeah, no, you got
forgetting. I'm the only one without a bow.
Yeah.
Appropriately. Oh,
Never mind.
gee.
Never mind.
That's a good idea.
Somebody give me a battle
I'll
check.
do it.
What's your battle?
2. If someone has a higher one, they can start.
Mine is
Oh.
3.
Mine's just
Well, then go ahead.
Mine
You have to beat it. No,
mine's
you win.
also 3.
Automatic
Yeah,
fail.
automatic success.
All right.
I
you
didn't
guys go
realize. Yeah,
first.
somebody has 3. If we get another one, go ahead. Because I thought I had the highest, but whoops.
I'm going open
Same.
stance.
Open.
going rearward.
You use your bonus die, right?
I did.
Okay, cool. All right, you guys go first. So, Selwyn,
Stabby, stabby.
Hallam's going forward.
It doesn't matter if you want to go past it. I can go forward.
I thought I
because-
saw
Oh.
rails.
Yeah, I'll go forward if I have to.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I
Okay.
missed,
Whoa.
but go ahead,
Bold.
Alan.
Get in there.
All right, Selwyn misses. Hallam's up then.
Woohoo.
So 7 damage. That's the one that's already hurt. Boom. he's
Yeah.
dead. Mow him down. This is the first round. Let's see what happens.
Mhm.
Lostirian.
Swinging at the goblin straight in front of me.
The music's swelling around you as your swords flash, spilling goblin blood. A 7,
Mhm.
and he's dead. What's that look like?
Seeing all the arrows, or rather the arrows flying through, it seemed that the goblin in front of me is slightly distracted. I seize the opportunity to thrust my spear forward and impale his chest, and it goes clean through.
Building legends here.
Dauber.
Ooh. No one's hurt, so I'm just going in. Just running with my longsword, screaming, "Yeah!" Just running straight at this orc and edge him.
Damn!
That's 14.
Jeez Louise.
He has to beat an 8. He has to beat 18.
Men of Gondor.
Oh my god.
All right, Remy.
Alright, I'll finish off this archer.
Ooh.
And that's enough to get him.
This poor lone goblin.
How can
Me.
greenskins even
He's
compete?
frightened. He just squeals and attacks Selwyn. Spear.
Oh,
He's
Too intimidated.
too intimidated. Okay, you guys are up again. Hallam, you go first.
All right.
So you kill him. How's that look like there?
After dispatching the first of the goblins, he spins around and sees this other one, strolls, sort of saunters over to it and raises his sword and brings it down, and pretty almost cleaves the goblin in two. And kicks its body onto the floor.
Nice.
alright.
All right, so you knew it wasn't gonna be that easy.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, I can guess.
More Osgiliath patrol.
And then, all on the battlefield seems to go silent. You
Oh,
hear a
no.
great boom and doom and terrible boom, doom, boom, doom.
Troll.
Then, from the piles of nameless and faceless feral forces, rises a towering Olog, a cave troll,
Oh.
come to bring
no.
fear and terror and death and destruction. The beast boldly bashes his way forward and wantonly destroys anything in his path. And he's headed for you. Olog, hi! The monster growls as it charges.
Jesus.
Oh my.
Gibbs.
Have fun.
All right, and you all need to roll on the patrol as well.
Oh,
Just get away.
Oof.
Oh,
Easy
thank
stuff.
you.
Easy.
Stuff. Oh.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't do this to us,
You
Lostarian.
can do it.
I believe in you.
Come on, let's do it.
All right, so call out what you roll after you roll.
Orc.
Okay.
Orc archer.
Orc archer.
Orc sword.
2 orc soldiers, 2 orc archers,
Oh, yeah.
and then Lostarian still needs to roll it.
Oh,
If you roll a
suspense.
spider,
I'm
Oh.
gonna die.
Osterian. Yo, it's
I know he.
Oh.
Oh god, another orc soldier. Okay, it's still bad, but it's not as bad as it could be.
Not great. It's not as bad as it could have been.
Okay, I want to let you go first. I'm going to pair you guys up.
So,
Let me just make some dice rolls here.
Volleys.
Yeah, you get volleys here in a second.
I can't wait to see who rolls the
Okay.
troll.
I beg.
Oh god.
It's gonna be rough.
It's gonna be Hallam? Oh no.
Yeah.
Too
Nope,
bad.
there we go.
That would be fitting, wouldn't it?
No, this is an orc soldier.
Ugh.
Now it's the last
Oh
orc soldier.
shit.
I can't put it back on her.
Oh no. I just really.
Oh, I get the
That's a
troll. Oh god.
Dahmer gets the
Defensive.
Leader.
Yeah, I would go defense.
That's expensive.
You should go forward.
No.
If he wants to get one shot, yeah.
For Gondor.
All right,
Yeah,
volleys.
go ahead. Save my
Alright.
life.
All
Little ones, definitely. Definitely little ones first.
right, we'll let the orcs get a shot too. Selwyn misses,
Of course.
and
Ooh.
orc archer's going to attack Selwyn.
Oh, that's protection roll on Selwyn.
Selwyn takes takes 4 damage,
Ooch.
and you have to roll protection against a 12.
Whoa, that didn't seem right.
No, that's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, I just clicked it and it was just like, oh.
Yeah,
She
let me
running
try
around
something.
with
Let me try.
pajamas on?
Barely.
That's not right either.
They have no armor?
Forgot to put your armor in.
Oh, naked. I've been naked this whole
Alright.
time.
Put your clothes on.
Now roll it again. Roll it again.
She's so
Never.
confident.
There you go.
There we go.
What the
What?
fuck?
All right. And you miss. And
Brett
who else
edged
has a
somebody,
bow?
by the way. I don't know who he shot.
I do.
Brett, who'd you edge?
It would be the one in front of me.
Okay. And you got just a regular success with an edge.
5.
Yep.
5 damage, and then he rolls protection.
Oh yeah. No,
Did you get
he's definitely safe.
No,
Nope,
no,
he's safe.
no, safe.
He's very safe.
Nope, I missed mine.
Remy? Anybody else? Losterian,
Yeah.
you have one, don't you?
Dolphin.
Yes, I do. I was just waiting.
No.
Why do you gotta say stuff like that?
Let's get these low rolls
Yeah,
out the way now.
please.
All right, attack.
Open.
You guys are up first.
Open.
Rear.
I'm defensive. I thought I was saying opens go first. Just to
Yeah,
clarify.
Selwyn goes first.
There's someone.
Do we want to skip her for a second? Go back to her?
Yeah, she
Oh,
might
she's
be
there.
busy.
So I'll attack the orc in front of me, sorry. Hey! Damn.
7.
5.
5.
There you go. All right. So he's wounded, takes a step back, but he continues to fight. All right, Losterian.
Going
Ooh,
straight
14.
across.
Mm-hmm.
Great
Great
success.
success. 14. Got him. Okay. Hallam.
Oi.
Automatic success.
Jeez.
7. That
He's
killed him.
so good.
Hallam.
Hallam the heroic.
You guys are
Yeah,
chopping
damn.
heads off orcs.
The rolls have been insane tonight.
Yeah. Bob is up now.
I'll be happy just to survive. Fuck hitting him. Oh, I'll take it though. Yeah.
7. Got him.
Cut across his leg
That's
and
nice.
just try to backstep as I'm fighting for my life against the troll one-on-one.
God damn.
Yeah, just
his
trying to
legs.
roll and duck and move.
Alright, Remy.
Let me see if I can get Selwyn free to go help.
I'll say. I'll say.
Hey.
Bam.
Shame you didn't shoot the
Get in
troll.
there, help Dom. You
You
know?
got it.
That kills him.
19 damage. Disgusting.
No, shame I didn't shoot the troll.
Yeah.
Can't complain about a
shoot.
kill though.
No, now we got 3 fighters going for it.
Alright, goblins are up. Alright, they're both, let's see here. They're going to shoot at Selwyn. The first one is. Actually, if bad guys are up, the
Yeah, you
troll will
would.
go First, I imagine, yep.
Get ready to dance, Dom.
Let's see what he's going to do here.
Ruin my life,
I just have
probably.
some buttons I want to click on. He's going to fight.
Oh gosh.
That's gonna be 11.
So great success. Yep, that's 11 damage. And let me bring up. All right, so that's actually going to do 11, 17 damage. I'm gonna spend a hate. Wow.
Jeez.
What was that?
Oh man, I don't know about all that. I'm gonna spend a hate to use horrible strength. And so you'll take, 12, 17 damage.
I'm weary.
So he just picks you up and bites down on your chainmail. It's only the chainmail that stops his teeth, and he kind of lets you go, and you crash to the ground bleeding.
Ah!
First archer shoots at Selwyn.
Ha!
Second one shoots at Lostirian. Good guys are back up.
Alright.
Can I try to inspire?
I'm going to
Yeah.
open, so
Doc,
he's gonna
okay.
crush me either way.
Who wants to inspire first?
Osterian?
Okay, let's have Selwyn go first, and on your turn you can do it.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll attack the this big guy. Huzzah!
Nice.
I stabbed it.
It's 5.
Mhm.
So you get him. All right, Lostarian, your turn. Inspire.
Yeah, do I have to roll first and then do the speech,
Yeah, yeah.
or just do the speech and then roll?
Whatever.
I don't like that answer.
You can do your speech first and then roll, and then
Nice.
Great
All right.
speech.
We shall go our way into battle, and we shall be accompanied by the spirit of millions of martyrs and ancestors tortured and burned for their faith, for their lives, our murdered fathers and butchered mothers, our murdered brothers and strangled children. And in this battle, we shall break the enemy and bring salvation to our people. Tried in the furnace of persecution, thirsting only for freedom, for righteousness, and for justice.
Pretty good.
Hey man.
we have some verbose Gondorians here
Oh,
in this
yeah.
battle.
Mhm.
I love it. All right, so everybody gets 3 back.
Woohoo.
You
That
took
was the
you took me
primary
out of
goal
weary.
for
Oh my
Dob.
god.
You
Yeah,
out
by
of weary
1.
now?
I'm gonna have to
Back
take
to
my hat
14.
off.
Oh,
Almost.
nice. All right.
Oh,
Hallam.
come on.
Yeah. I'm gonna go for the Olog.
Oh. Ooh.
Nope.
You might, cause that you would do some work.
Yeah, if you hope that'd be a great
I
success.
could hope that. Yeah, let's do it. I'll hope it.
Is that the first hope you've used?
That's the second hope. So I have 2 left, or 3 left, I believe.
Three left. And you have 1 shadow, correct? No,
You bastard.
No, I don't
have
have any shadow. Yeah.
How am I heroic?
Oh, so that's 14. That's 14 damage. He's starting to bleed all over the battlefield, yet he looks still fairly strong. All right, Remy.
Wait, what?
Oh, man, big guys or too little.
I think I'm next.
Take out the
You
archer.
skip
Yeah.
Dob.
Oh, Dob. Eh,
Yeah.
he's still on the ground bleeding.
Force my way up and I too will inspire, unless you can't do 2 in the same round.
You
Alright,
can.
let's roll it and see what happens
You just
first.
can't attack. Oh no, you can. You can attack and
Okay.
do and
Go ahead and-
inspire.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
get
you
to
don't
attack.
have my
Yeah.
thing. I have a virtue.
It's a virtue.
Oh, what virtue is that?
Best
Onward to battle.
Onward to battle. A Lostarian sphere does 7 damage, and he has
Yeah.
7 character.
So
He's like a DPS.
Yeah. So Dob forces his way up, inspired by Lostirian's word. Well spoken, Lostirian. And I will remain amongst you at this time, not for recreation or sport, but being resolved in the midst and heat of this battle to live or die amongst you all, to lay down for my king, my country, my people, my honor, and my blood! And I just run towards the Olog.
Ah! Oh! You have
Nice.
two-handed,
Yeah, 14.
two-handed? 14.
Nice.
He goes, kind of turns around to face you. All right, Remy.
Alright, I'm gonna go for the goblin on the right.
You
You get two. We get 2 back from mine, right? Okay.
Yes, 2 back. Man, you guys are hitting everything.
Well, that's how it should be.
I can't hit stealth rolls or bow shots.
All you need is your spear, Lestirian.
Yeah, your bow is like
Like-
1, but your spear is badass. Edge 9. All right, bad guys are up again. Who hit him for the most just now? I think it was
Oh
Don.
yeah. Let's go.
Crush.
Dolph.
Oh.
Oh.
Misses. Takes his big foot and tries to like stomp you into the dust. You roll out of the way, and there's a big footprint kind of like right where you were. It's like the, Luke Skywalker rolling out of the way of
Hoopla.
the AT. Yeah. And the archers. First one towards Lostirian.
Ooh.
Second one towards Selwyn. Miss.
Oof.
All right, you guys are up again.
Open.
I'm gonna go forward.
Bold,
Alright.
bold and foolish. I love it.
Anybody else want to change?
I too will go
Oh
forward.
man.
Yeah.
Holy
Gondor.
moly.
The forward, boys.
Lostirian's going forward.
Correct.
See, they're gonna go.
It's gonna go
Yeah,
really wrong
exactly.
really
Either
badly.
gonna go great or bad.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
banking on bad.
All right, Hallam, you go first then.
All right.
You have an extra.
Hallam
five
the
dice,
hero.
right?
Yeah, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use that.
And you can't do it.
You're
I
right,
can't.
yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. That's my bad.
Still hit him though.
Yep.
7.
I have to change that code about the special. Something's not working with that. It's cool though. This is my test of the. We have never used these macros before.
They work
so
pretty well, honestly, for the most part.
Yeah, as long as the stats are entered in.
yeah, regular success. So 7.
Yep.
Oh, dirty. Lostirian, you're up.
Oh, TD. That's rough.
That's not good.
He misses.
I was just a distraction.
It's a bad roll.
That one.
Selwyn's up.
Alright.
Please, somebody kill this thing.
Oh,
Please.
Yeah, because you're the one that just hit. it.
looking
Yeah,
bad, right?
it's
Don't
not
worry,
it's not happy.
I'll do buku damage and then it'll smack me again. No, we're gonna inspire again.
Yeah, someone could also roll awe if they wanted to, right? That would draw his attention away.
Could. I don't know if anyone should.
Yeah. You don't really want to get hit by this
Inspire.
thing.
I think Remy should.
Inspire. No. Inspire. So do this first. Ooh, that's close. That's 3, and then as far as for what I'd say. You will not strike me down, troll. You cannot handle the truth, not the truth that is Gondor. And I would rush in and again. Edge.
Oh, thank you,
Oh!
Jesus. Thank you.
Injury for the two-handed is 18.
Yes. Yes.
Wounded.
Thank you, Jesus.
He has great
Yeah.
size.
Yeah, he's gonna
though.
take. He takes 2 wounds. Yep.
Oh, wait, that's right.
Yep, great size. Creatures so resilient, tough, cannot be knocked out or killed when used as 0 or if wounded once. So,
I can't remember. Does wounded affect
No.
his rolls? I didn't think so. It's weary that affects the rolls, right?
but how much damage did you
Just
do?
7 regular success.
7? Okay. I think this is about over.
Take us home,
Who's
Remy.
next? Remy?
Come
Remy?
on.
I'll tell you right now, he has 1 left.
Take us home, Remy.
Do it.
Woo!
Woo!
It couldn't have ended any way.
Yes.
There we go.
Oh!
Pew!
Dolph, great success. What does that look like?
So Remy, after shoot at the archer, sees a big, giant, ugly troll sitting, standing there getting ready to take another swing. So he's gonna reposition and do a running and a running shot to get in position and shoot at the same time, praying that it goes somewhere good.
Hits the Olog's eye and it kind of swivels around, and the Oleg kind of reaches for Selwyn and misses and tries to stomp towards Hallam, and he dodges out of the way, and Lostirian, he punches at Lostirian and he dodges, and then he tries to bite Dob, and Dob just rolls out of the way and gets nothing but air, and he just sways around and also falls a bunch of dust. And seeing the troll fall, both the archers just kind of flee and run to the east away from their camp.
I'm gonna go up and grab my arrow out of his face so that way I can keep it.
Woo! Has the eye on it.
Yep.
As you do that, you can hear hooves thundering.
Cavalry's here.
And the coming of Boromir unto his enemies was like a lightning bolt. He rode over the bridge with spear and sword gleaming in the new day's sun. So the sun's rising as he does this. S-U-N. All that
New
was
day's
dark-
child.
All that was dark in the east receded before his charge. It was as if a new age had come to Middle-earth. With the foe befuddled and turned towards the south, and then taken unawares in the north by Faramir's fearsome foes, they are utterly destroyed by the cunning charge over the bridge. Orcs are trampled, Ologs flee in animal terror, and the men of the west come forth in ferocious splendor. The black blood of their enemy is spilt, and as the new sun rises, the shadow recedes, and the blood of Numenor once more reigns on the east bank of the Anduin.
Huzzah!
Guys are. And so after the battle, the whole party is met, and there's just bodies everywhere, and the blood of your enemies is spilt, and the sun is bright and shining, and overhead there's actually birds. And there have not been birds flying over the Anduin. These are seagulls, and they're calling. This hasn't happened for many of years. And over one of the parapets, Faramir and Boromir meet after their battle, and they clasp hands and say, "Well met, brother. You see that?" And they look overhead, and the birds are circling. A good omen. I fear the tide. Well, the tide of war has changed. This is a new day. Thank you, brother. And they thank each other. No, do not thank me. Thank them. And Hallam and Remy and Losteria and Dob and Selwyn are down kind of among the soldiers. And then Boromir and Faramir point at them, and just all the soldiers just give them a, ah, for Gondor, for Gondor. And we'll end it there.
Nice.
Another solid production, Bo.
We kicked ass.